I'm Judy Sheer Watters. I want to thank Seguin Library for allowing local authors, the time to show you our great little offerings for Christmas giving, especially now. Um, I am a freelance author, freelance writer, freelance editor, teacher of memoir writing, and author of 17 books. There's a whole lot more going around up in there to come. But today I want to read from my third memoir, and this is Panning for Gold in Our Golden Years. It's a journal for positive aging. This I wrote based on my mom's positive aging, and it's an encouragement and a great gift for that special senior in your life. But I'm going to read about the loss of common sense as we grow old sometimes, and the gain of wisdom. Will Rogers once said, "Common sense ain't common." We have all experienced the lapse of common sense at times. I put my glasses on, sorry about that. As teenagers, I don't think we possess much brain power in this area. Teenagers think we are invincible, and they seldom consider that their lack of good judgment might produce consequences for them. Somewhere along the path, though, we tend to acquire common sense through the learning of life lessons. Then as we age, we seem to throw caution to the wind, as Mom would say. We regress to our teenage years and believe we can do what we did when we were younger and get away with it. Once again, Mom is a perfect example. A few years ago, I spent the summer with Mom at my brother's cabin in the Berkshires. I envisioned writing several books on their porch under the huge evergreen trees, while Mom sat quietly beside me in the rocker reading her books of choice. But instead, most days offered similar scenarios to this one. This morning I find Mom leaning out the back screen door. Her walker, perched half in and out of the house, teeters over the large flat rock that serves as the first step off the porch. But that's not the only thing that scares me. Mom wields the long yellow kitchen broom like a ninja swordsman as she stretches to sweep off the pine needles from the outside of the cottage window screens. "Mom, what are you doing?" I don't yell at her because I'm afraid it will scare her and she will fall. But I am frustrated with her illogical thinking. "What?" She turns to face my astonished look. She has seen this expression on me numerous times before. "If I don't clean off these screens, no one else will do it." Her appeal at trying to be naive doesn't work on me. She knows what she is doing is dangerous, but the invisible force in this 92-year-old ninja makes her do the impossible and the illogical. Later that day, I catch her in the act of pulling the washing machine out away from the wall so she can sweep behind it. Inch by inch, she yanks on the heavy machine until her broom can reach the wall and all the dirt in between. By the time I find her, she has pulled everything else away from the walls and has a huge pile of dirt and crud in the middle of the utility room. "Mom, that is too heavy for you," I say to her. And there it is. Her famous naive stare that coyly says, "I have no idea what you're talking about." But this time, a mischievous little smile appears that she can't hide. "Can you help me pull this out, Judy? I'm done after this, really." So I help her pull out the washer a little more, and I wait for her to brandish the broom over her walker with an astonishing flurry, using all the strength left in her arms. "Here, Mom," I say, "let me clean up your dirt pile." She moves back and gives over control of her broom to me. "Thank you," she says. "I think I will take a short nap." Mom lets me help her settle into the recliner and tuck a lap quilt around her. "Now don't let me sleep more than 10 minutes, she says. "So much yet to do." It's not long before Mom is sound asleep, making slight snoring sounds. I sit down on the couch across from her and watch Mom sleep, pondering this amazing woman. Common sense may not be in her vocabulary anymore. However, I must acknowledge the wisdom that she possesses. I remember a conversation Mom and I had only a few days before. "Mom, I don't see myself as being old," she says. "I don't feel my age, mentally or physically. Oh, yes, I have had broken bones that come naturally in life, broken hips and such. I've experienced the aging process. My brain has slowed down. Children see it in me better than I see it in myself. Deep down, I know I can't do what I used to do, but I don't want others to tell me I can't. Can't is such a demeaning word. The brain needs to be challenged and open to learning new and fascinating things. I learned recently that dogs like beets and Brussels sprouts. Doctors make mistakes just like everyone else. And if we are alert enough, we can learn through other people's experiences, both good and bad. We need to keep our minds open to the world around us and never, ever think you know it all. What an awesome gift she is. A true inspiration as to how to live life to the fullest. This is what it's all about. Her golden nuggets of wisdom encourage me as I look to my own future. I have less than 30 years to catch up with her, but that time might be too short to gain all her wisdom. Oscar Wilde once said, "Wisdom comes with winters." And Mom enjoyed 99 winters, and she passed away this May. But she left me with so many wonderful memories. This book gives your loved one, your senior in your life, an opportunity to read through these different stories, and then they have a time for reflection, to write how they have seen this, or how they can see this time of their life in a positive light. There are sections like having to give up your driver's license, the loss of hearing, the loss of mobility. So all these different things that are, as my mom would say, parts of life. That's living. So, but it's just how we approach each stage that we go through. This is a wonderful gift for that loved one in your life. I also have, I've done a couple personal books for my grandbaby, but I have a couple other memoirs. The Road Home, which is a story of my mom on the farm who married a city slicker, an orphan, who grew up in an orphan asylum in Manhattan, settled down, and it's kind of a cross between Little House on the Prairie and Green Acres. Rather comical. I've also done a short memoir, a true story of my son who hitchhiked from Texas to California in 3 days. So this is in 14 easy steps. But here's some great stocking stuffers. New Year's resolutions I don't plan to keep. And it gives you it's a lined journal with lots of places to put those resolutions that you don't plan to keep. Here's a journal for rest and reflection, clinging to God's peace in today's world. We all need that. Each other page has a different Bible verse on peace. And then a place for your reflections and a prayer that you can put down. There's a beauty of gratitude, a journal of thankfulness. This has verses of thankfulness in it, and it is another lined journal. I've also done seven puzzle books. Here's a Christmas variety book that just came. It's hot off the press. It has matching. It has word search, word match, word scramble, cryptograms, number search, Sudoku, and coloring pages. There's one on Texas, a puzzle book. Another great Christmas gift, a stocking stuffer, and this one has all those other puzzles too, but all based on Texas. I have one on Pennsylvania, if you're from Pennsylvania, one for writers that has all kinds of word scrambles and everything, quotes from famous authors, quotes from Shakespeare for cryptograms. That's a really neat one too. I have a Halloween one. I have another, what's the other one? All-American one that is just got published yesterday. So I don't have a copy of that one to show you. But go to Amazon and you can just put in Judy Sheer, Sheer, Watters, Watters, to see all of my books. And happy Christmas purchasing. Let Amazon do your walking. And thank you so much.